guys, welcome to another episode of Zach's Credit Card Guide. We've got a crazy story to talk about this week. We're talking about some outstanding offers on the Amex Platinum. You guys might have already heard about this. It's kind of all over right now because this is a fantastic offer. I've been interested in credit card points for about like 3 or 4 years now, and I have not seen this happen. So Amex, one of the kind of unicorn offers that people chase is 100,000 points on the Amex Platinum. Now, right now, publicly available, if you just Google it, you'll probably find a 75,000 point offer. That's not bad by itself, and a lot of people would be happy just going for that. But a lot of people hold out for 100,000 points because, again, you might remember with American Express specifically, once you get a card with them, be it through a new application or even a product change, as soon as you have a card, you can never get a bonus for that card ever again. Now, there are some rumors about like maybe after 7 years you might be eligible again, but in theory, the rules we go by is that you can never get a bonus on it again, which is why a lot of people will wait for the Amex Platinum for that 100,000 points. If you don't necessarily need the card right away, a lot of people will just hold out for it. Now, right now, like I said, publicly available, 75,000, that's not bad by itself. A lot of people are having luck through like incognito mode and other stuff to find 100,000. Not very hard to find. I turned on incognito in Chrome on my iPhone, found it pretty much right away. Then beyond that, using cardmatch.com, a lot of people are reporting seeing 125,000 through there. So I definitely recommend checking that out first. Now, I tried CardMatch, that didn't work for me, it didn't come up. But I did find the 100,000 through incognito in Chrome, and then just regular Googling, I found 75,000 everywhere. So Amex is trying to get people to sign up for the Platinum card. My only thought is maybe transaction fees are down. My guess is they're probably just trying to get those $550 annual fees. Instant money in the door is my guess, because they know not everybody is going to cash in on all of the credits probably. I think they're banking on, let's just get $550 from everybody and then deal with the rest later, especially points. Not a lot of people are traveling or anything right now. So American Express might be considering this basically taking out a loan of sorts. Sure, they're gonna give you a bunch of points, but they know you're probably not gonna use them for maybe a year, maybe 2. So that's my guess, is that they're trying to incentivize people to sign up for the Amex Platinum to get those $550 annual fees. So quick, let's run through the bonus. Like I said, again, 75,000 to 125,000, depending on what you can find out there. Now, across the board, everything I've seen, it's for the same $5,000 in the first 6 months. So less than $1,000 a month. I think a lot of us, even those of us primarily staying at home, could probably hit that even just through bills and stuff like that. Now, the second part of this, it's not really part of the bonus. It's kind of, it's part of the introductory offer, but anyway, it's up to $15,000 in spend between gas and groceries. You'll get 10 times points on those two categories. Now, traditionally, the Amex Platinum is not really a card you put spend on. Traditionally, it's only like 5 times through airfare booked directly with airlines and through their travel portal, and then 1 time on everything else. So typically not a lot of people spend on the Amex Platinum, especially those of us in this hobby. A lot of people just leave it in a drawer, which is kind of a shame for kind of a cool card, the Amex Platinum, right? But people don't typically put any spend on it. So you might be able to actually use it out and around town at gas stations and grocery stores, getting 10 times points back. Now again, the bucket that you have is $15,000, and that's within the first 6 months as well. After that, that goes away and it's just 1 point per dollar like everything else. Now, if you max that out, now you can do the math, that's an extra 150,000 points up for grabs on top of the intro offer. Now, MR points are kind of a tricky currency to get the most value out of. You can turn them in for a statement credit at about 0.6 cents a piece. Not really a good use of points. If you wanted to, I guess you could, but that's kind of the worst option. You can also trade them in for gift cards and travel directly through Amex's portal. There you're gonna get about 1 cent each, which is kind of okay. Now, kind of some next level stuff, if eventually, so you let all these points sit in your account, right? Because unlike some other banks like Chase, your points just sit in a central account. They're not like on your Platinum card. So eventually, if you wanted to kind of get next level with this, you could eventually get the Amex Platinum Schwab Edition, and that allows you to transfer your points to a Schwab brokerage account, where then you could transfer them out to a checking account if you wanted to. It's kind of a couple different steps, but you could do that. You'll get 1.25 cents a piece doing that, which now that's not a bad redemption level. 1.25 cents each, really not bad. But again, that's kind of next level, and that means you have to get an additional Platinum card later, sometime in the future, if that's something you were interested in, but the option is there. Now, the best use case for Amex points is to transfer them out to partners, and that's true pretty much everywhere. That's what I like to do. I run primarily Chase, but there I like to transfer out to partners, and that's one of the biggest reasons I'm with Chase, is just because I like their transfer partners more, specifically Southwest and Hyatt. That's primarily why I run a Chase system. Now, Amex, if you look at their transfer partners and see if you like any of those, that can help you determine if you want to run Chase or Amex or anybody else. But that's where you get the best value, is transferring them out to airlines, and then you can book first class travel or just coach or whatever you want to do. But typically, that's where you're going to get your best value, is transferring out to partners. Now, should you pick it up? So the first thing to keep in mind is, one, which offer you're getting. Even the $75,000 is not bad. You just have to decide if you're going to be one of these people that holds out for the $100,000. You got to decide that for yourself. By the way, when you are checking for stuff, I'm going to throw a couple links down below. First is my Amex referral link. If you don't mind checking that first, just to see what offer you get, if it happens to be a good one, helps me out if you use it. But if you don't see one of the good ones, if you don't see what you're hoping for, then please, by all means, check these other methods. Try incognito mode through Chrome, try card match, see all of that stuff. But if the one through my referral link happens to be competitive compared to what you find, if you don't mind using it, helps me out. But anyway, like I said, when you get it, so first thing to consider is the $550 annual fee. That is something you're going to have to put out pretty much immediately. So let's see what kind of value you're getting beyond that to see if you at least break even or how far ahead you might get. So first, just looking at the intro bonus, again, $75,000 to $125,000. So depending on which one of those you get, you're getting between $750 and $1,250 in value. Now, how I come up with that, I use the middle of the road option at 1 cent a point. I think that's a good average, and it just makes it easy to talk these numbers. Of course, your mileage may vary depending on how you redeem these points, but if you value them at 1 cent each, which is pretty conservative, you can get quite a bit more than that if you put in some effort. But at 1 cent a point, you're getting between $750 and $1,250 just from the welcome offer. Now, using that same valuation, if you were to max out these 10 times categories on gas and groceries, that's an additional $1,500 in value you can get out of that. Now, you may not hit all 15,000 and you don't have to. I'm just saying that's the upper cap of what's available there as well. So potentially you could get almost $2,800 in value out of these points if you were able to get the upper tier on the welcome offer, and if you maxed out these categories, you're getting almost $3,000 in value just from the welcome offer. Then you look at all of the credits that you get annually with the card that can maybe help you determine if you want to hang on to it long term. Now, the first one is the airline credit. You do have to designate an airline. Now, the unique thing about the airline credit is it is per calendar year. So it's mid-November right now. If you hurry up and get this thing and use that $200, but if you can try to use it before the end of December, you'll get it again in January. So potentially $400 in value just right there. So you've put out $550, you've got an awesome sign-up bonus, and if you're able to max out the airline credits, that's another $400 right there. Now, there's also the Saks credit for $100 within your card member year. You'll have to decide if that's something you're actually going to use or not. Maybe go on Saks.com and look around and see if you could find something for $100. I don't have this card, so I haven't really perused Saks. It's not somewhere I shop anyway, but you do get a $100 credit there as well. So you could go on there and see if there's anything you want. Christmas is coming up. Maybe Black Friday, they might do something, or Cyber Monday or something like that. So if you hurry up and get it, you might be able to make good on that credit too. So that's another $100. If you max that out with the airline credits, now you're up to $500 already. Now there's also $200 in Uber credit. Now how this works is it's $15 per month. Think of it as basically loaded on your Uber account, $15 a month, and that is good for Uber Eats and rides. So right now you might not be taking Uber everywhere unless you live somewhere and don't have a car, but you could use Uber Eats and get $15 a month. So that should be relatively easy to make good on as well. and it is $20 in December for whatever weird reason. So that's every month too. So that's $200, where if you max all these other credits we've talked about, now you're up to $700. You've only put in $550. So just by using the credits, you're good, plus that awesome bonus. And then there's all the usual stuff like extended warranty and all that other stuff. There is access to Centurion lounges in the airports as well as Priority Pass. Now there, you might already have Priority Pass on another card. I do have got the Sapphire Reserve, but I'm not traveling right now. I don't know about you guys. So the lounge access doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. Right now there's a lot of rumors about vaccines coming and all that. I'm not gonna get into that on this channel, but life might get back to normal, maybe in the spring, maybe summer, which isn't too far away. Maybe by April, May, June, life might be back to normal. And if you get this card around now, you've still got more than half a year left on it before you need to make a decision if you're gonna keep it or not. So lounge access might become relevant later in the future. But right now, if we're looking at, should I get this card right now? You're putting out $550, you're getting a lot of credits that are relatively easy to get you beyond that, and then an awesome bonus, one of which might be easy enough to find, 100,000 and up, that a lot of people will wait years for to get targeted. So right now is an awesome time to get it. I told myself I was going to garden for a while, just kind of chill out and not really make any more applications. I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to jump on it because, again, I don't know if I necessarily want to add another card. I don't know. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the Amex offer. It could be a no-brainer. Like I said, just my situation. I don't really know if I want to add another card to my stable right now. And ultimately, this game is all about what makes sense for you. But it is an awesome offer. And like I said, my referral link is down there. If you don't mind checking that first just to see what you end up with. But again, by all means, I want you guys to get the best offers you can. So if it's not a very competitive offer, look around, see what else you can find. My question for you guys is, are you going to pick it up? Let everybody know down in the comments. What do you think about this? What do you think Amex is playing at? Let everybody know down in the comments. If you guys have any other comments or questions, please do leave them down below. I try to get to every single one. If you'd like to get in touch, here's my social media links, which you can find down in the description as well. And last, before we go, guys, if you enjoy straightforward, to the point content like this where we talk about credit card miles and how to navigate your strategy, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pretty easy and free ways to help support the channel. That's all I've got for you this time, guys. See you at the next one. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a comment down below and give the video a thumbs up. Here's some other videos that I think you'll really like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and I'm on Facebook and Twitter as well. See you at the next one.